Hello everyone, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have a Jimmie Johnson 2020 Darlington throwback for today's review. Now, we have had so many throwbacks this week, and it's not even intentional. It's just from how the releases were, well, released. And I even still have, what, 4 more? Yeah, I have 4 more after this Diecast review to review that are all Darlington throwbacks. We have the Kyle Busch throwback, the Logano throwback, the Byron throwback, and the Austin Dillon throwback. But of course, this Darlington throwback wasn't really a throwback, it was more of a tribute to Jimmie Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, and of course, Richard Petty. And it is a mix between Petty's scheme and Earnhardt's scheme, and of course, where Jimmie Johnson kind of throws in here is the number, the sponsor, and of course, it being Jimmie Johnson that's driving the car. At first, when I saw this, scheme being revealed, I'm like, you know what? I'm not really a fan of it, but then when it hit the track, it looked a lot better. And now even in diecast form, I still think it looks pretty darn good. Now, I've done a review on this in the Authentics line. You can check that out with the link below. I also made a race version out of this. I made the Darlington race version. That's going to be reviewed here soon as well. And of course, we got the Gold Series sitting right in front of us. So let's go ahead and get right into this diecast review. Here's the diecast out of the box, and I'm actually very, very, very surprised, and I think he even said this, oop, I hit my camera, I think I actually said this in the Wave review. I'm very surprised they got away with the Earnhardt font, or style, on this diecast. I'm very, very surprised, because you know, Teresa, she lets nothing slide in NASCAR. She's like, nope, you can't use any of that. So, that is unfortunate, but this is the closest thing we're going to get to a actual legitimate Earnhardt throwback. That's as close as we can get with it being the black and white, silver, you know, whatever actual die-cast paint scheme. Because we've had the Wrangler paint schemes, we've had the Silver Bullet paint schemes, but we never had his traditional, the Intimidator look on a throwback. So I am very surprised I was able to pull this off. Unfortunately, I see already 2 errors on this diecast, but we're going to take a closer look here right now, actually. So right here on the hood, we got Ally right there on the hood. Of course, we got the Richard Petty stripe and that circle. Of course, that circle is supposed to represent the Ally, or not the Ally, but the STP, but they had to put Ally in the middle because, of course, Johnson's not sponsored by STP. He is sponsored by Ally. Well, was, I guess. Now it's Bowman. But yeah, we had the little front end right here. That's supposed to be Richard Petty. The whole top is supposed to be Richard Petty, by the way. Also, we got the Richard Petty font, which was very, very nice. We got that orange, that classic orange and blue right there on the roof as well, going down to the hood and coming off of the sides back here. So got the 48 right there, nothing behind that. I like that. I like how they didn't do anything back there. Got Johnson right here on the name banner, and of course Ally right there on the deck lid as well. Moving on to the back, we got Ally, Do It Right, got the 48, got the tail lights right there, and of course you got the Camaro ZL1 1LE, and you got that black Dale Earnhardt back bumper with the silver and red line right there on the back. It doesn't really match up, you can see it's a little off, but still, that's not terrible. Going on to the side, we got that Earnhardt vibe, of course. Got Do It Right there above the rear wheel well. Of course, you got the Darlington wheels, and you got HendrickCars.com, got the 48 right there, and right here on the B post, let's see, we have Elksouth, Freightliner, Simons, and Cincinnati. Of course, you got this little side skirt right here that is gray, of course, for the Earnhardt, the Intimidator vibe. I love that, looks very, very nice. Now, I do wish, again, I wish we could get a black and gray or silver or whatever it is for a Darlington throwback for, I don't know, Austin Dillon to, you know, look like Dale Earnhardt. That would be amazing, but at the same time, a lot of people probably would not appreciate that, but at the same time, for it being a throwback, I'm sure a lot of people would like it. I'm telling you what, man, I would definitely be a fan of that. That'd be definitely right up my alley, and definitely something to keep in the collection. Right here, you got the 3 7s, 7-time champions. You got Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, and of course Jimmie Johnson in that order. Got NASCAR race car, NASCAR Cup Series right there. Got the Goodyear logo above the wheel well. Moving on to the front, we got the 48 3M and Sunoco. Looks like we got some on the wheel. Okay, we got that off. But yeah, we got the front end right here. Of course, it's got that silver and red front bumper right there, that splitter. On the front end, it doesn't look too terrible, but it does look like this whole side of the headlight decal right there is a little scuffed. It's not terrible by any means, but I can tell it's definitely got a little bit of a defect to it right there on this side. It looks like also that there's this black underneath right here. I don't know if that's intentional. I think it's supposed to go all the way down. because Earnhardt's, well, his would go all the way down to the skirt and all the way down to the front. There would be no black, it would just be silver. Like, it would be that red line and that gray all the way down to the bottom. So I think that is a defect. I could be wrong, though, but I think that's how it's supposed to be, is with the silver or the gray going all the way down. Moving on to this side, it looks like we have a few problems. Oh my god, look at that window! Yikes, dude, that's crazy. Look at that, look how popped out that is. Oh my goodness. Now that should be pretty fixable. Let's see if I can pop that back into place. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Brand new. Or good as new. So yeah, that was a little awkward, a little weird. I never had that happen before on a diecast. But speaking of mistakes, I was going to take a look at this right here. At the NASCAR Cup Series. Wow, that looks like it's 3 bullet holes in a row right there. Look at that. So we got the Coup Series, or the Coup Eries, I guess you could say. So, yeah, we got a little bit of a mistake right there. That's always fantastic, and it looks like, well, let's see, we had another one somewhere. Right there on the D for Do It Right. Looks like we also have a paint chip right there as well. So, I don't really see any other problems than a little bit on the back bumper and then those 2 little paint chips there. And of course the windshield, but we got that popped back into place, so it's not really a big deal. But this Darlington Throwback is nice, as you can see right here, I did a custom of the raced version right there. So you will see that next week, because next week we're going to have, like, for example, this week we had all, I mean, it was unintentional, but this week we have all Darlington Throwbacks for reviews. Now, next week is going to be all custom diecast for reviews. A lot of people have been asking, you know, hey, where are the customs? We've been waiting on customs a little bit. Are you going to do any more? Do you have any coming out soon? I got DMs like, hey, you know, how your project's going? You know, are you working on this and that? How's this coming along? You know, stuff like that. So we will have a few, or not just a few, we will have a whole week of custom diecast reviews on the channel. So be sure you're subscribed. Do not miss out on that, because we got some pretty good ones coming your way. For example, we got the Jimmie Johnson Darlington, we got the Jimmie Johnson Daytona Crashed 124, so that's going to be reviewed on the channel here very, very soon. We got Dale Jr.'s final Daytona 500 start, we have his Martinsville win from 2014. We got a lot of good ones coming your way, folks. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on next week. We definitely got a lot of goodies coming your way, and we even have more diecast on the way to review on the channel and do some customs of, so also stay tuned for that. I just bought a Jeff Gordon 2012 Drive-In Hunger Diecast 124. So we are going to be making the 2012 Daytona Crash, or the flip that he did in 2012 at Daytona. We're going to be making that, so stay tuned for that as well. That's not going to be next week. That's going to be a little bit later on down the road, because I got some other projects I need to get out of the way first. But yeah, we're going to have that on the channel here pretty soon. It's not going to be next week, but it will be soon enough. So stay tuned for that. And with that being said, again, you don't want to miss out. But that will be all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Upside down.